Hi, Jenny here. I was hoping to do this recording in the living room while laying on the couch, but something in the living room does interference with my camera and my audio is all staticky, so that just won't do. So hopefully we'll make it through in here. Today is Friday, October 20th, and although I haven't had any appointments or anything going on, I have been in a lot of pain these last few weeks. Had lots of tears. So I know I did an update after the MRI and CT scan. That went all wonderfully well. Couldn't have asked for anything better. But then for some reason, it's a roller coaster of the journey I'm on, Thursday the pain level just kind of went up a notch. And I spent a lot of time on the couch. And it was mad. Usually when I lay down, the pain will go away after about 5 minutes or so that I get some time that, really there's no pain while I'm laying. Just then I get up and walk around, do whatever, I have the pain in the rectum and stuff. But Thursday was just, I don't know, I just felt off. I felt a mess. I know I went to bed early that night, like by 9. I was crying. Wayne came up and checked on me and said, are you in so much pain? And I said it wasn't exactly the pain. Yes, I was in pain. I was still having pain and or pressure in the rectum area. I'm still having some vaginal output. And I was still just not feeling right. I don't know. It was so with the neuropathy, with thinking ahead to the next appointment, emotionally, I was a mess. So he was like, "Well, okay." And I'm like, yeah, I know. And tramadol is still always in the back of my mind that if I need more pain medication, I know I have pain medication. So I laid in bed, and again, laying in bed, my pain always goes away within, like I said, maybe 5 minutes. And so I'm able to sleep, and I get a good night's sleep, and the next morning I'm always, good for a while. I was in pain. The pain wasn't going away. I did fall asleep for a couple hours. And then my alarm went off at 2 a.m. for my next dose of Advil, and I was in pain. So I decided that I'm going to take a tramadol so that I can sleep. So I did. I took a tramadol at 2. Those are 8-hour pain pills, so I wasn't doing another one until 10 a.m. I was up by 8-ish or whatever. I don't know, by 9 I was in pain. And I thought, wow, if I'm on tramadol, and I have pain an hour before I'm due the next med, that's not good. So I took another tramadol at 10, and I called the doctor's office by 10:30. And I figured that my oncologist is still kind of my doctor, my go-to doctor at this point in time. Plus, he was always the one that was like, if you ever have any questions, if you have any pain, call us, let us know, we'll help you. And so I figured, well, the tramadol prescription is listed as no refills. And this was Friday, and I wanted to make sure that I got the prescription through because I didn't have enough pills for the weekend. I don't know how long this pain's going to last. So I called the office that he was at. The doctor works out of 2 different offices. He works at the clinic, and he works at a hospital. And I knew he would be at the hospital that day. I've been seen at both places. And so I thought, well, again, to make sure that this gets through today, I called the hospital and asked to talk to the nurse. And when I left a message, the nurse called me back by like 10:30. It was 10:30. I think I called by 11. The nurse called by 11:30 and said, asked some questions. And I just said, I'm just in a lot of pain right now, and I only have like 5 pills. It's not going to make it through the weekend. So if I could get a refill, I'd really appreciate that. And that's why I also didn't go through just the computer and say, yeah, I need a refill, because 1, there wasn't refills available, and 2, again, I wanted to make sure, being a Friday, it got filled. So I called the office that he was at. And so anyways, the nurse is like, okay, cool. If we have any questions, we'll call you back. Otherwise, I'll get it filled. So I thought, oh yeah, okay, good. So I didn't have to worry about that. Pretty much stayed on the couch all Friday, slept on and off. By 1:30, I got a call from a nurse saying that, well, I'm really a patient of the other clinic, and so this has to go through, the prescription has to go through the nurses at that clinic. So they were going to send them a message so that they could get it taken care of. I'm like, okay. So I don't get this. If any of you out there understand this, if you work for the hospitals, if you're a nurse, if you I had the situation where the doctor works at multiple clinics, but you can only have something filled at one clinic. I'm like, I'm a patient of the doctor. I'm not a patient of the building. So unless the building gets a kickback for prescriptions that are, filled or whatever, and it's not even being filled there, it's being filled at Walgreens, I didn't understand it. But I'm like, whatever, it's getting taken care of. And she said if I didn't hear back, like within a half an hour, to call. So 2 o'clock, I hadn't heard anything yet, so I called the clinic, and I said, hey, called them for this prescription. Oh yeah, we're working on it. We'll get it taken care of for you. I'm like, okay, fine. 4 o'clock came, still didn't hear anything. Checked the Walgreens app, and there's nothing there. So I called again. I'm like, I don't know what time they close on Friday. Sometimes doctors like to leave early. They want to get out. So I called and I told them, I'm like, and they're like, we're still working on it. I'm like, okay, sorry. I'm like, I don't know what time you guys close. But she said, we close at 5. And I said, okay. She's like, yeah, we're trying to track down the doctor to get the okay. And they're thinking, hence why I called the hospital where he was at. Because in between patients, the nurse can go up to him and say, hey, can you approve this? And get it taken care of or whatever. And I'd be searching out the doctor. I don't know. But by 4:30, I had my husband check again, and the prescription was in and due to be ready by 6 p.m. So I was like, thank you, universe, that it all worked out. It all worked out well. So I took tramadol for all of Friday, and then through Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, well, nighttime, I should say. By Saturday, like 8 p.m. I was due another one, but at that point I was finally feeling okay. I was feeling better, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go with some Advil and see how that works. And if 6 hours later I'm in a ton of pain again, then I can go back to tramadol. But at least I'm gonna try going back to Advil. And I did, and that's worked. So I've been on Advil since. Yesterday I was at a point that I was in a lot of pain in the morning, and I thought, do I need another tramadol now that I have these extra pills? And again, I don't have to really reserve them, and I have, ones I can, I know I can use. I thought, well, we'll see. I'll take one more dose of Advil, and we'll see if that'll release the pain or not. I was on the couch yesterday morning for a while, but by a little bit after lunchtime, 2 in the afternoon, 3, I was finally feeling better. The other thing being that, part of why I think I'm having pain is that every time I go into the bathroom, I'm having mucus come out my butt. And it's like every time I go to the bathroom. And sometimes while I'm sitting there, it's happening like 3 times. Because I go, and then it's like, well, then I need to empty my bag. And so while I'm emptying my bag, then my butt wants to go again. So it's kind of like, okay, it releases some more. And then I finish up what I'm doing, whatever, and then I still have some more, and then I might have even some more. So like 3 times while I'm sitting on the toilet, I may have to go. So with having all that pressure and having stuff move through, which it's not a lot, it feels like there's like a lot more. I'm just like, whoop, I must have a lot. I look and there's like 2 little hunks of mucus or something, and I don't know. But anyways, so it gives me the pain. And so again, that also sometimes is a roller coaster. I've had it times where I've had the mucus, like, every day for a couple days, and then it stops. And then a couple weeks will go by, and then I'll have it again where the mucus is coming out, and then it kind of stops. Well, I haven't had it for a good 6 weeks or so, and then this last week or so is when it started up again. And so that's hence why I've been having some of the pain. But yeah, so yesterday afternoon I actually had one time I went to the bathroom that nothing else came out. I was like, okay, and then I didn't have any pain. I was like, relief, phew. So that's been my journey so far this week. So if I'm okay, next week, Wednesday, is when I see the surgeon. So I'm starting to write down questions for her. Like, is this pain normal? Is this what normally happens after, radiation is done? I know the radiologist thought that I would have pain for a week or 2 after, like at that point when I had seen him, because it was even 2 weeks 2 weeks after radiation was my follow-up with him. So it ended last month. And he said I'd have pain for like a week or two, and it's been going on longer than that. So again, I don't know if this is all normal. I'm also still going to have 1 more month to kind of get through before surgery is going to happen. So I don't know how November is going to shape up, but again, one day at a time. That is how it's going. So that's about it. So I'm taking my Advil. I'm trying in the morning. I'm still usually a little better. I could sit at the computer, get some work done that I need. Otherwise, then I go lay on the couch and usually read. I rest and I just keep going. I'm so grateful that I am able to do this, that I'm able to just take care of me and get through what I need to get through and be able to rest when I need to rest. So that's it on my end for this week. Next week I'll have a couple more things. I'll have 2 appointments that I'll have gone to that I will update you on that stuff. So I hope you are all doing well. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. Leave any comments down below, any helpful hints, anything you've been going through. And I hope, like I said, I hope you're doing well. I wouldn't wish this. I don't wish this on anybody, and I pray for all those others that are going through all this. And I said try to help as much as I can. What I can do, I can pray, put out there. I could put out my journey, and if it helps somebody else, again, like I said, I've had some comments of people that said that they were grateful that they found my videos and that they are helpful. So that brings tears to my eyes. I'm happy about that. In any case, you guys keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.